Look About Yourself with Marcia and Musufing.
Yes. What were you
So
saying?
yeah, so it's just this whole thing around, we have to kind of, lift ourselves up. We have to lift ourselves up, and that joy, I think, is there.
It's there.
The belly of rumble, sorry.
No, it's all right. I didn't feed you, so it's to be expected.
No.
You didn't. I did anyway. But I was reading an article the other day that said that wealth, monetary wealth, there is not a higher incidence of happiness,
Right.
because of monetary wealth.
Exactly.
And even though you may not, if I just have the car, the this, the what, the man, the woman, then I'll be happy. You ask yourself the question. I mean, we're older, so that we've had a lot of time to pore over these things. But it's like, so happiness is determined by having those things. Then, if that's the case, then that's really sad.
It is really sad. And interesting you mentioned that, because I haven't read it yet, but there was this nurse that did some research around people who were dying, and she looked at the 5 things that the 5 regrets of the dying.
Ooh.
And I need to read it, and trust me, having things like money and all of that wasn't part of that.
Wow.
That wasn't
I mean,
the thing.
that is powerful.
Yeah, so that's those things, those material things. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have them, but that's we should be happy when before we even get them, because I'm not saying that we shouldn't have those things. We should, but that shouldn't be the pursuit.
Yes.
Necessarily. To be a millionaire or whatever. We need to eat, we need to pay our bills and all of that. So I think what I'm saying then is what we need to be pursuing is our purpose.
Yeah. And sometimes the purpose, you said something in the last one of the last videos, it doesn't have to be a huge purpose. It could be today. Yeah. I'm gonna look at the sky, look at the little birds. I'm gonna enjoy. It may not be some big, and oh my gosh, guilty as charged. If I'm not on a mission to finish some big project for the day, then I'm not worthy.
Yes.
So put on that they're sitting there. So sometimes, like, it's a gorgeous day today. I'm going to go for a lovely walk. I'm going to put on something bright. It may not be a massive, huge thing, but sometimes just being in the presence of the beauty of whatever it is the huge thing for that.
I'm telling you, as I was, coming up here today, and I've been contemplating, and as I was driving, it was really funny, because it was like, I suddenly had this awareness that I was actually being really present in my car as I was driving up, and I noticed people as they were walking. I actually noticed 3 people as they were walking, and heard their conversation. I could hear it. Normally you just drive past, you see people, you don't even look to see where go on, You don't even notice the colours of the flowers, you don't even notice the sky, how beautiful it is, or anything. You're just going about your daily business. But I think one of the things around joy, how we can bring joy in, is to be really present and just being in the moment. It's being in the moment, because we're so busy worrying about what's going to happen next week, and we get anxious about all of these things. And somebody said to me that being anxious, and when we get anxiety, we're projecting already into the future. We're already worrying about something that hasn't even happened yet. So why bother? Why bother? Let's just deal with what we've got in this moment.
Absolutely. And enjoy
it.
I was going to say, what was I going to say?
I'm sorry.
No. Because it was off the back of what you were saying.
Right.
It'll come back. But yeah, sometimes when I'm cutting up vegetables and I think these peppers are so beautiful, look at them, and the tiniest things that are the bigger things.
Yes.
And oh yes, that's it. we forget that we've brought ourselves thus far.
Exactly.
You forget, say you did the thing already.
Yes.
10 years, 20 years, 30 years. How did you get to where you are?
Exactly.
So therefore, shutting out the light and the joy, you've forgotten that you've done.
Exactly.
That you've already got to.
Yes.
So if you need to have a victory dance once a week, or if you need
Exactly.
I dance in the house, I'm a living room dancer.
Yeah.
And sometimes for I don't even realize the time.
Yeah.
But that's just about the joy and the music and the lyrics and the.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Me?
To find your joy?
I tell you what I do like to do. I do like to dance. And I don't do enough of it. I don't really like, sometimes, people say, they go for long walks and stuff. I think what's happened is I've got caught up with stuff. So what I've had to do is do the things that I like. Like I like to dance. I actually like to read. And I tell you what I did do one time, right? One time, took the kids to school, right? And I was just like, today is my day. I lock off my phone, went to Roundhay Park, was there the whole day. I had books and stuff in it, and I sit there and I went for a quick walk around the park, and it was a nice day. Stretch out and just read my book. Went across the road to that tropical world thing. Had a little wander around there. And it was time to pick up the kids. Put the phone back on. There were 3 million calls that I'd missed. But it was just so nice not to have to engage.
I call that a self-love day.
Yeah.
You loved yourself that day. You just love up yourself and say, yeah man, I need this.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So switching off your phone, I mean, I don't switch on my phone all the time first thing in the morning. I switch on myself and I take time and I do whatever I'm doing. I talk to the sky.
Yeah.
I do. All the little bird that's on the tree, and you can use, people use words like prayer I'm not trying to get into any of, it doesn't matter what you call it, but you just give and receive a devotional for the day.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say without putting a label on it.
Yeah.
And that helps me and sets me up for the day. So, and it might be buying a pretty little cup. My daughter bought this. Or buy, I like that. It's got a golden handle.
Yeah.
Enjoy things. Allow yourself
Exactly
to wear different colours. When I was younger, I used to wear oh my God, black, grey. I never did the khaki thing because I always felt, now that looks like I'm really going to Afghanistan. I'm not. I'd love to go to Afghanistan, but on a trip to meet the people, not with a machine gun in my hand. So,
I tell you what I do. Sorry.
No.
I tell you what I do love, and I don't do enough of it, and that is to find myself at a beach. The days when you can and just jump on a train or a bus and take yourself off. And I just find water, for me, so de-stressing.
Yeah. And it takes away everything.
It takes away everything for me, and to be able to just, I can sit. And I noticed for the first time, one time when I was sat on the beach, what I've done as well, I'll just take myself off for long weekends. I don't mind going by myself, I'm in a business. I'll just, before lockdown and all that, I'll be in Spain for 4 days or 5 days or wherever. Just a quick trip just for me. And I remember sitting on the beach, and it's just me one, and I noticed how the waves were actually hitting the beach. And I noticed that it comes like this. I just thought it would just come up in one thing, but it doesn't. And just listening to the sounds, and for me that was so relaxing. That to me is joy. It might be different things for different people, but the sound of the water, just letting it just move me. I just feel a connection to it.
So it's like you and the water just kind of became one.
Yeah.
And we reconnect back to the nature and the beauty.
Yes.
Living in the city, sometimes it has its, you feel blocked sometimes.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
but there are places, even in the city, where you can find.
Yeah.
And as you say, jump on a train.
Exactly.
Jump on a train and go find a beach, go find the sky. Whatever it is and what it looks like for you, explore. And it's never too late.
Exactly.
If you want to start salsa dancing and you're 60 or you're 70, there are lots of classes. If you want to start painting, I was very fortunate. We were very fortunate to have a mum that did woodwork classes. She did creative cakes. She did, and she said, "Oh, my wife, know how to draw. Me want." We were very fortunate to live in a house with a mum who explored different things. And when you look at the children now, you see all these manifestations of these crafts and arts and whatever.
You know, you've just hit on something. You said that as you were talking, I was thinking about my mum.
Beautiful woman.
And you know, I was just thinking about you know, 'cause she loved to sing, that was her thing, and she loved to sew. And when we were growing up, she would sew all our clothes. I was like, I'm not interested in that. She used to try and get us, and knitting, and she used to try and get us involved in that. Weren't really that interested. We went out last week and she's just bought herself a new machine. Okay. And I was saying, Mum, you have to show me how to cut out the pattern then, because I now want to learn.
Wonderful.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explore.
Yeah.
And on that note, as we continue to also let joy into our lives, we encourage you to do the same. And those who do it anyway, invite your friend to do it.
Exactly.
If you've got a mate.
Look about yourself with Marcia and Musufing.